All right.
Kevin, what movie should we all watch this week?
Movie?
Right.
Damn, I don't watch movies. But, they'll always Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Really?
I'll be your Huckleberry, I guess.
Thank you.
That is a middle-aged white man's answer.
Mm-hmm.
What? Johnny Red.
I'm not saying that's a bad
It looked
movie.
like somebody walked across the old grave.
No, see, that's my mom's favorite movie. That's who I thought of when you said Tombstone, not middle-aged white man.
I was thinking too, because that's like my dad's favorite movie.
Forgive me, Mom, if you're listening, but horned up older lady, that's who watches Tombstone. So Frank says pray, so I don't have to ask him. He already blurted it out. Kevin says Tombstone. Terrence, give us a movie. Doesn't have to be new.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, because Kevin said Tombstone from like 95.
Oh, well, I'm going to change my answer.
No.
No,
Dario Argento's Inferno. Or, excuse me. Yeah.
Okay. Matt?
Oh, I don't know. I'll probably end up just watching
That's not the
probably
question.
Stardust. I've been on a Stardust kind of kick again. I get on a kick where I just like, watch it like, I don't know, 2 or 3
Is that a movie?
times a week.
Stardust?
Yeah.
Yes, the movie with Robert De Niro in drag.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I guess you
Downfire.
could describe it that way.
It's the only movie with Robert De Niro in drag.
Oh, that's a sad fact for the world.
Well, no, I mean, it's got Michelle Pfeiffer in it.
Sold.
She's great. It is old, yeah. It's definitely
Sold, not old.
old. Oh, sold.
No. Michelle
Yeah,
Pfeiffer's Catwoman is when I knew that I was a hetero male.
I loved her in Catwoman and in Wolf when she played that movie Wolf.
Oh, yeah, she was. Ooh.
Nobody eats a peanut butter sandwich like Michelle Pfeiffer, let me tell you.
Yeah, I like
That's
her.
in the movie Wolf.
Yes.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, I think I'm on. There's a couple we can watch this weekend.
What's that, Mahogany?
Was that like a quote from the movie, or that's she? Or
No, he invites her over for dinner, and he doesn't have any real food, so they just eat peanut butter sandwiches. And
she doesn't have any food, and she was hoping that he would leave because she just invited him over to piss off her dad. But he was like, "Hey, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are like mother's milk to me." And she was like,
yeah.
"Okay, I guess you're here."
Is that a thing you should say on the first date?
That's a weird phrase, just in general.
Yes, why out of everything in that movie, that is what I remember about that movie.
It sticks with you.
Speaking of sticking with you, Noob, what should we watch this week?
Fritz the Cat by Ralph Bakshi.
What is it?
Felix the Cat.
Fritz.
No,
the cat.
Fritz the Cat.
Excuse me.
First unrated animated movie.
It's basically cartoon porn for that era. For that era.
That's a political statement. Yeah,
they billed it as pornography. They vilified it as pornography, I should say, back when it came out.
Yeah, and they have the scenes of he actually just recorded people talking and put it in the movie and animated it. And it's really cool. Yeah, it doesn't sound like anybody we know.
Yeah.
Mahogany, what should we watch this week?
RRR. That movie was
awesome.
That movie was really good.
But it's so long.
It is very long. Like it was like maybe 15, 20 minutes into the second hour of the movie. And I just knew for sure that we were well into the third hour. No, it keeps going. It's a movie that keeps on moving, but it's really very cool.
It's called, go ahead.
It's called RRR. It's on Netflix right now. It's the first Bollywood movie I've ever watched, but it was very cool.
Roar? Was that what it was?
I can't remember what the R's were.
They mean different things throughout the movie.
It's a Bollywood action film.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It is fucking delightful.
And it's
Yes,
what,
it is.
4 hours long.
It's like 3 hours.
3 hours and like some minutes, but
Yeah, like 3:05 or something like that.
I'm with her. There was a moment where I was
5
like, because I
minutes.
smoke, I was like, I'm gonna pause. We got to be getting close to the end, but I'm gonna pause it to go smoke, thinking there's like 20 minutes left of the movie because it feels like they're wrapping up, like the conclusion's happening. We hit pause. It's like, oh no, we still have an hour and 10 minutes left.
Well, this
It's
is
still
only
a movie
Act
to watch.
5 of 10 acts.
How many musical? How many musical
Oh,
numbers were there?
there's a bunch.
Several.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. I like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm not a
It's
musical
good.
person, but I liked it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good. I wouldn't suggest it if it weren't good.
Mild spoiler: a dude throws a tiger on another dude during a musical. So like, seriously, you should watch
Well,
the movie.
All right,
it's
I need to see
Bollywood.
this movie.
Yes, it's
But
very.
I gotta
good.
go back to Frank's and say
Who's Frank?
Ray is the most recent Frank's. And
Franks.
I didn't say
Think of it as Frockettes.
no.
Frockettes.
However,
Think of that in your brain.
Who's the Franks train?
that
Choo-choo.
is the most recent movie I've watched is Prey, and I really enjoyed it. And I heard someone ask the question: have the Predators ever won?
Yeah.
Have
but-
any of them gotten away from Earth?
Yeah, they do, but you don't
Those aren't
see
the
those
interesting
movies.
I
That's
would
just
watch
a dude
that.
on a hunting trip.
I would watch that movie where the predator shows up and murders everyone and then goes home happy. It's just him like showing off his
Just polishing his
skulls
trophies.
to his family and friends when he gets back home.
Happy
It'd
clicking.
be really funny if he went home and like dressed in a suit and tie and went to an office.
And no one
But
ever
had his
noticed.
mounted human skull.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah.
He's like,
Thanks, Howard.
Doris,
That
I'm
treat
back
was
from
really
my
what I
trip.
needed.
The other predators are protesting him.
He went hunting.
He shows up.
Humans
And,
are predators
humans
too.
is cruel.
he offers his mounted skull to his boss as a gift.
And
That's
he's
how
still a
takes
hard
his
ass like the one from the dinosaurs. Just like, I am back to work. You fuck.
Yeah. You can't buy me off with this. Did I hunt this
I
animal?
just-
No.
I just wonder how far back in history are they gonna make movies out of? Like, are they ever gonna do Predators versus Dinosaurs?
I knew that's what you were gonna say.
I'd watch
I would
that.
watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Predators
watched Predator
versus,
anything.
Cowboys.
No, Predators versus the Big Bang. They just show up and fight the Big
Oh,
Bang.
yeah.
Just go all the way back.
I would
Cast
rather.
of the Big Bang Theory.
I would rather watch Predators versus the cast of The Big Bang Theory, and they just decapitate everyone involved in that show.
Special cameo by both the guy who plays Sheldon and the guy who plays young Sheldon, and they both get murdered.
Yes.
I like Sheldon.
Well, don't watch the movie we're making.
Or
No.
the other way is Predator versus Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger, one last movie versus the Predator.
That man can barely walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Bullshit.
All right, fair enough.
Predator versus Skynet would be dope.
Yeah. I'd like to see a Predator movie based off that Xbox game, The Concrete Jungle. That was where it was like kind of in the
Yes.
future. And you
Yes.
played as the Predator.
Oh, that's cool.
Predator versus Mad Max.
Predator's gonna win. I mean, he has a car.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Predator versus Waterworld.
Yeah, where's he gonna land his ship? So I can answer that question.
Aquatic Predator. We're back to Aquatic Predator.
Which is just Jaws.
Yeah. I'd like
And-
Predator fight a shark. I mean, who would?
Predator versus Jaws.
God, we're getting really close
Predator
to
versus
the
Sharknado.
the idiocracy where it's a movie that's just a guy's ass for an hour and a half. Run out of Predator ideas. It's like, what if it's just the Predator's ass for an hour and a half? I'd watch
Predator-
that. I'd watch it.
Predator versus Ass.
Assy McGee.
Every so often, it just clenches and releases, clench and release.
Oh, I like these
I'd watch-
talks.
I'd watch
Yeah,
them fight
gosh.
Assy McGee. That sounds great.
If you had fun listening to us talk about Predator, I will promote another channel. The Red Letter Media does a review of Prey, and they get off on a tangent about Prey versus other aliens, but the other alien turns into ET. And the script they come up with for Predator versus ET is fucking hilarious. It is worth watching. Just
Predator
because
Phone
of the
Home.
tangent. Hmm?
Predator Phone Home. That's a great
Yeah.
name for the title.
It's such a great name. Oh, it's so good. It's like, he got away on his little bicycle again because it can fly now.
I'm just picturing the shoulder mounted cannon tracking and then poof. Problem solved.
But no, Prey was dope. Prey was real good.
My follow-up movie is an older movie,
Nobody asked for a
cares?
follow-up movie.
Spirited
Yeah,
Away.
be quiet, Frakes.
No, you can't make
Anime
me
belongs in the trash.
eat a dick, noob.
I'll still
The
watch
whole
it,
thing.
but it
Root
still
and
belongs in the
stem.
trash.
Mm-hmm.
Spirited Away is awesome.
I'm gonna suggest that you watch Toxic
Yes.
Avenger.
The new one?
The classic one is
yeah.
on Tubi for free, and
Oh.
I fell asleep watching it the other night and forgot just how dog shit terrible that movie is. It's not good.
Any trauma movie.
It's
It's
good for a
dog
trauma
shit
movie,
terrible.
which is like saying this dog shit tastes like better than this other dog shit.
I love Cobra with Sylvester Stallone. Good movie.
Where did that come from?
I don't know, but his name is Cobarelli in the movie.
Gobarelli.
He drives a Cobra.
Let's bleed, pig.
And they call him, get this, Cobra.
What?
Cobra.
He's so cool.
What?
Oh, The Wraith. There it is. That's what you should watch.
Wraith!
There we
Under a car
go.
movie. Let's watch The Wraith.
It
It's
is
a
Charlie Sheen's best
90s
film.
Great.
Chrysler commercial.
It's terrible.
Every car is a Chrysler,
Mm-hmm.
including the alien car.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Damn it.
There's an alien car? in
Wait,
this
no,
movie?
I'm sorry.
Hey, enough. Let's not spoil the whole movie.
It's a ghost car.
Mhm.
Hey,
It's the Wraith, Kevin. Calm your shit. It's been out since 1975, and it's terrible.
hey.
Clearly, like if you're gonna spoil The Wraith, the only thing to spoil that's worth spoiling is when they're weirdly paddling down a river together. It's so awkward.
Floating
It's so
in
awkward.
a non-moving river.
Yeah, it's just bad.
Yeah, they're
They definitely made
tubing.
it further in that movie than I did.
They're tubing in a quarry.
Cuban and a quarry.
Like you do.
Yeah, that's where I pick up chicks. The quarry.
Hey, you don't drink tiger blood.
We thought you were gonna say
7-gram
you.
rocks. That's how I roll, winning.
Tiger blood.
Yeah, well, last week you guys made it out of Wolfwood. You got a little information on the city of Lith. You met a caravan of people heading towards Wolfwood Keep. You decided to camp with because Captain Golrock and her plaything Gully Hairborn, Hairbone. I don't know why I say his name wrong every time.
It's like, isn't it the name you made?
It is the name I made up, and I have said it wrong both episodes.
That's because you meant to have the other name.
Yeah, it used to be Hairborn, now it's Hairbone. I think Bone's better because that's what he'd be doing. Bone.
Do you think it's better though
Bone.
because you keep saying born?
I know, and then when it say it out loud, I don't like it. I know I need to correct myself.
Hairbone baby.
Airbone.
Remember, but I'm the kind of man who falls asleep covered in chicken nuggets. I can't be expected
While watching Toxic Avenger.
watching Toxic Avenger. Oh, no shirt, just chicken nuggets. I like to paint a picture.
With chicken.
Draw a
nuggets.
picture of that. Send it in.
Yeah, please, if you're out there,
Is anybody
just
out
with
there?
chicken nuggets on my chest. Thank you.
Can you hear me?
When I turned 30, I threw a party, or they threw a party for me that involved so much food that a friend of mine woke up with pizza rolls in his pocket. So, like, take it down, you know?
That's a party.
It was a party. I got that text the
Dad.
next day. I still laugh about it almost 10 years later. Hey, man, great party last night. I woke up with 4 pizza rolls in my pocket.
Saving them for later.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when the buffet is packed, because you get up there, you get what you can, and there's no plates. That's why we invented pockets. Chicken nuggets and pizza rolls are great for pockets.
Pocket food.
Pocket ravioli.
Your pocket taco.
Oh, pocket taco. I like you, kid. Here's a taco. I won't eat that.
Oh.
That's an inside joke that our watchers or listeners
It
won't
really is. It just
It's on
involves
No,
a
we
very,
shared the story.
just involves a very awkward dude who's trying to make friends with a child at this house, and hey, you want a taco? Just magically pulls one out of his pocket. The warning signs were all there, and we're
It feels
laughing.
like magic to me. I don't know.
Yeah. If it's still crunchy, that's magic.
So, Gully Hairbone.
Terrence, with
Yeah.
that background, your shoulder keeps cutting in and out, and it looks like the bear's talking.
Kevin, just live in that world for a while. Just
Never grow up, kid.
just
Never grow up.
just hang out there if you can.
What's the bear saying, Kevin?
Oh, don't
I'm
encourage
just
him.
saying, is that cut in and out of his shoulder is right at the mouth of the bear.
Gully
I'm just
Hairbone.
I'm just going to distract for one more second since we're all looking at Terrence's screen. Why is Noob also on your screen?
Why isn't it?
Yeah. Because you took a
Oh,
screenshot.
there's a tiny Noob with you,
I see that.
Where?
right above your head to your left.
That giant brightness just above that.
Up there, upper right hand corner.
Oh, there he is. My mic was blocking.
Yeah. Oh,
Ah.
yeah, there's a little Noob up there.
Now I need to find a different screenshot. This is
Nope, it's perfect.
On mine, you're
Great.
sandwiched between noob.
Yep.
sandwich between noob and a cocaine bear. This is not how I want
And-
to live my life.
And noob. Noob sandwich.
A rock and a hard place.
Oh, yeah, I got a hard place.
Not a rock, maybe a gram.
So after a brief lust-filled night with Gully, the captain, and Ladros, Gully comes out
Just
of the,
ball slapping sex.
I won't get descriptive. We did enough to that her last week. But Gully approaches Dorian during his watch and addresses him as Algernon Greycraft. Good to see you.
Oh, I didn't realize I was getting a visit.
Well, the Lady Shadow is very curious in what information you've gathered.
I know I missed a couple of monthly reports, but I had a good reason.
And if the stories are true, you do have good reasons.
Yeah. We're headed that way now. You don't need to worry about that. What are you worried about?
Truthfully, not much. I was, She had eyes on you magically and knew that you were at Wolfwood. I was on my way to make sure you made it out safely. Looks like you don't need my help.
Oh, no. I've become quite proficiency at surviving extreme danger or misadventure.
She assumes you would. What brings you all the way back here away from your post, though?
I'm afraid my cover is a bit blown, but at this point, it's hardly worth managing. But that's a story for her, not you.
No, not from me. For her, indeed. So I can give her word that you'll be there tomorrow.
Oh, it's post haste. First thing.
Indeed. He reaches over and gives you a light, kind of pretentious tap on the shoulder, like a little pat, like you do to a small child. And then the serious face vanishes for Gully Hairbone to be back, and he prances back into the into the tent. And he's like, "Round 4, Vladros and my queen."
Very upsetting.
Sounds like a
Not
caveman
encouraging
concert
this.
when he goes back in there. It is just,
Didn't it like Captain Caveman?
yeah.
I honestly cannot say that Vladros would have rolled high enough on his diplomacy check to be involved in that.
I think
you
he
have
only
to
had to beat
roll.
like a 2.
Oh, there was no roll required to get in there.
You have to
Only
roll high
You
enough
took
to
20.
get out of it.
You took 20, man. You took a 20.
Took up to win it.
Good 20.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
I'm quite
Ow,
good.
what the hell?
No, not you.
Come on in,
Jesus.
Sandman.
Sandman?
He looks undead. No.
No, only sometimes. Here, watch. Undead, not undead. Undead, not undead. No, I can't do that no more.
We're into it.
They're just collecting. Never mind.
I'm sure. I think just pictured that the captain sounds like Sideshow Bob when he's let him. Yeah. Sideshow Bob is the voice of Golrock, the captain.
All right,
Does anyone have remove disease?
I do.
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna need you to make a
Excellent.
caster level check.
Oh, no.
No, the rest of the night goes pretty uneventful.
For you, loser.
Yeah. Well, it's eventful, I guess, but for everyone else who wanted to sleep or take watches, other than the sounds you hear coming from that specific tent, uneventful. The next morning, as you guys settle up to go further into Lith, you catch Gully having kind of a heart-to-heart with Captain. Oh, no, I believe they have so many more stories to tell, and I've been to Wolfwood before. I'm going to head back into town to Lith with them.
Oh, no.
And so
All right.
Gully kind of, without asking, is going to be a traveling companion with y'all today.
And I will stay with the captain.
I'll send you a character sheet. You're now Gully.
I don't know if I can do Gully Hairborn.
Perfect.
Bone.
You said it wrong, too. It sounds
already
wrong
in
when you say
character.
born, right?
Yeah.
Gully hair bone.
You've got it right. He can play the character.
No, don't let him do that. Don't let him do that.
No.
Gully hair bone, and I'm here to fuck.
So you've got a nice day's travel ahead of you. You should be to the outer reaches of the city again before nightfall if you keep it just a trot pace on your horses there. Over the course of the day, Gully bounces between playing songs and then quizzing for stories from y'all, very in character. But Dorian's the only one that knows that this is basically a portrayed character. Possibly a servant from the Lady Shadow Theos.
It's rude to blow someone else's cover, even though you find it obnoxious.
Over the course, you guys pick up some more information about the city, mainly more information about the other towers. Well, Dorian has told you that he probably has an end at the 4th tower, the Seer's Peak. The other 4 towers go as follows. There's the first tower, which is just Argus Vol. It's the warrior mage class, holds its courts there. It's where powerful evocation specialists come to learn, as well as other forms of magical combat. It is named after the Lord Argus Vol himself, who was an elf who has been in charge of that council for 250 years. The second tower is called Valiant Green. It's the Druidic Tower. It's a tower that resembles a tree as much as a man-made structure. Its main duties in the city is being responsible for the local farmlands and the coastal care, because Lith is there on the coast as well. And the head of that one is called Seer Bolfalbar. It's a gnome. He's been the head of the Valiant Green for 80 years. The third tower is called The Rock, which should have brought that up last episode because we talked about that stupid movie for about 10 minutes.
Welcome.
But this is the magical engineering tower. It's responsible for all the many constructs that keep the city clean, that do the mundane tasks, that assist in farming as well. This is one of the few cities where like magical refrigeration is pretty common in most of the bars and restaurants. And other little small wonders that like help these people live better than most across the world. The tower itself is kind of bland to look upon, but it's expertly built. And it's mostly housed by dwarves, which kind of give you the impression they don't have a lot of artistic value that goes into their work, but the structure is sturdy, sound, and will probably outlive any other tower in the city. The head of that one is Master Craftsman Sheilak Hardgris. It's the first female dwarf to be the leader of this tower. The fifth tower is just simply known as the Light. This tower is actually believed to go as deep as it does tall. It's one of the tallest. It is the tallest tower in the city. All like religious and divine knowledge is studied here. While above, the structure is kind of made out of this strange white gold crystalline material that causes it to glow almost all the time. It's believed, I already said this, believed it goes down as deep. So while above the light shines, below the darkness grows is kind of an inscription over the door. No gods champions rule this tower. In place is an ageless logic construct known as God Rock. It's a humanoid-shaped construct made of star metal. It is the embodiment of true neutral and is oftentimes the breaker of city decisions. It's strange because the towers represented all the gods and they can be studied there, but the ruler is not allowed to be a disciple of any god. So it's this logic construct that kind of runs things there.
That's cool.
Like it.
So that's the kind of information you can get from Gully on the way into the town. Or if there's anything else you guys want to know, because I've been talking so much.
Vladros will take any opportunity he can to tell of the adventure so far. Without
I forgot about your training.
Oh yeah. Well, we were tuckered out.
Yeah. Surprisingly, you have learned a little.
Unarmed combat?
Unarmed combat. Give yourself an untyped +1 bonus to unarmed combat.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, all right. If I need it.
And in 3 days, you'll need to find a cure disease.
I had him undo that right in the morning.
Oh, no, it's tough. You're going to need that cast more than once.
I've never seen anything like it.
You're going to need a high priest.
I need to hit your dick with a hammer several times.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, is that actually part of the spell, or are you just being...
That's part of the ritual.
Gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea. What was it? You said you were trying to get information as well, Lagros?
Oh, no. I was just going to talk about our adventure so far.
Oh, yeah.
Leaving out anything that was like sensitive.
Let me tell you about this loser that kept dropping his glaive everywhere.
I never met
It's
him.
just going way back. All right. Well, as you guys get closer, you start to see signs of the things you hear about. The farmlands you can see are tilled by a lot of happy-looking people, but there's also strong little farming constructs and mini golems that are out like tilling and picking and doing most of the manual labor. When you get closer and closer to the capital itself, these towers start to stretch way up into the sky. As you get close, and there's a gate that the road leads to. The gate's open. On each side is the first time you've seen one of these constructs look warrior-like, but there is a dressed guard, kind of a navy blue look, as he approaches you as you get close. Travelers?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Greetings.
Greetings.
I
Business here in Lith?
I show him my credentials.
Any word on the state of the Wolfwood Keep?
Yes, and I have to deliver it very urgently to the tower, if you don't mind.
Ah, indeed.
These are my companions who guarded me along the way.
As you guys, without any hassle, he lets you all in.
All right.
The last to go through is Gully, and you hear the guard go, "Oh, welcome back, Gully." A slight giggle. And then he straightens his robe and goes back to standing guard.
Okay.
The first thing you notice as you come through is this large gate, and then the city opens up before you, and it's a massive kind of trade market. The streets are wide enough where you can stay on your horses, but there's a lot of hustle and bustle, fruits, vegetables, trinkets, magical knickknacks, things like that, just for sale here on the sides of the streets. And then behind the market booths, you can see there's a flourish of restaurants and bars and taverns and hotels and game rooms. It's very lively, very busy, and it's not anything that you've seen, especially if most of your life has been in Yarnum or any other place for that matter.
Ladros is going to walk around like a country bumpkin, staring at everything, because this is more like Freetown than Craith.
Oh yeah. I always pictured Craith as more of like a militaristic.
It's East Berlin.
You know.
Not wrong.
That's how I pictured it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just kind of country bumpkining around, staring at everything.
Okay.
I affect my usual localness here, pretending to be utterly amazed by the things around me, even though they're clearly quite impressive.
Okay. You're making your way directly towards the tower. Did y'all want to set up a place to stay first, or?
Yeah, I think we should set up a place to stay first. Maybe knock the dirt off our clothes a little bit.
Because at this point, it's probably 5-6 p.m. Daytime.
Summer or winter?
Well, if you guys want to set up a place to stay, I still need to report in. I look over my shoulder at the bard and like, it's important.
Would you need backup?
No. I work here.
You need backup?
If you'd like to
just
come,
a place
however.
for you all to stay that would be close and kind of on the way to the CS Peak.
Well, that'd be wonderful. Lead on.
Follow me then to the Golden Carrot.
That place?
It's a place I enjoy.
Yes, I know.
We've seen what you enjoy.
So you pass through this market. You get to kind of a town center where that huge dome is that I talked about. It looks like, it kind of reminds me, at least in my head, of Cyrodiil from Oblivion, where there was the central area and then offshoots to the different parts of the city. So there's 5 main roads that leave this central area that go towards one of the towers. The tower that you kind of came in the closest to would have been the Valiant Green. So as you get into the center of town, you're making your way further away from the second tower. The tower you're heading to is more inland, away from the coast, the Sears Peak. As you're making your way in that direction, you can see the climate kind of change, not the temperature, but just the hustle and bustle that was the market and trade with mostly all these fresh veggies and stuff has turned into more of a somber street. There's still businesses, but it's fortune telling and odd stores of like knowledge. You see weird libraries and things like that. Less fun. I don't want to say less fun, but less, I guess, restaurant like
Frivolous.
Yeah. More knowledge and kind of mystical are these storefronts. But towards the end and getting closer now, still, it's probably been another hour of walk at this point. Getting into the sun going down, you find yourself in front of the Golden Carrot.
Golden Carrot.
Which is a large 3-story hotel.
Very well, let's get some.
What's that?
Did very well. Let's get some rooms.
You have
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to stay here a long time. We can just make sure we got a place to stay, and then we can all go with you. See your boss.
It would be good to wash all this road dust off.
Yeah. Don't worry, they have a bathhouse.
Mm-hmm. With heated and cooled and temperature controlled waters. Welcome to Lith.
Oh, shit.
Amazing.
This makes Yarnum look like a shithole.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, I didn't want to say it out loud.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So you make your way into the Golden Carrot, up the streets, or up the steps, and through the large double doors. And they're at where the clerk's at. It's just a well-dressed human. All right, welcome to the Golden Carrot. Are you here for dinner, or are you looking for rooms?
room
Or both?
and dinner
Hmm.
and baths if any are open.
Will these be solo baths, company baths?
Solo.
No, I can just-
Well, can we
I can-
company bath just the 6 of us?
We have baths big enough for that, but I was more referring to if you would like an attendant for your bath or not.
What does a bath attendant do?
Wash your back, that sort of thing.
Depending on the gold.
I played Red Dead Redemption 2.
Other things, depending on the gold.
No,
I
he-
would love to, but I'm in disguise and cannot partake.
I figured you coming in with that one, and there's a sly wink and a nod. Gully, strangely quiet at this point, just seems to be taking in y'all's, some of y'all's confusion at what this place kind of is.
We're business associates only. We're here on his recommendation.
Indeed. High rollers then.
Not generally, no.
I'll
Well,
take the modest room.
So we do have rooms available. We'll be serving dinner here shortly. It should leave you time to get settled into some rooms, take that bath, and meet us back down here for a lovely dinner. It would be consistent of we just got a fresh shipment of frog hemoth in. I don't know frog hemoth, but so succulent here.
Frog hemoth. I do love a good wet meat in the evening.
It's a gazpacho style this time.
Cold soup.
Cold frog soup. But they word it in a way you're like, wow, that sounds delicious. And then you think about it, you're like, that's cold frog soup. Why am I paying 80 gold for cold frog soup?
What goes better in soup than wet meat?
Frog hemoth vichyssoise.
Vichyssoise.
It's like
How much for the
Brutus.
deluxe package, Toker?
No, we'll roll for that later.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
Basically, you'll each need 5 gold for the basics.
Oh.
That's fine.
I'm all right with the basics.
Okay.
I will
And,
wrap. Oh, sorry.
Oh, nothing. Go ahead.
Then I will pay up, rapidly go unpack, bathe, and change.
Okay. The
I'll
rest of
take
you do the same?
Prince Suite.
Yep,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Are y'all going to go with Dorian at this point or are y'all going to stay for the dinner?
I am definitely going with Dorian.
Yeah, if we're allowed to go, we should go.
I
Yeah.
can't guarantee you'll be at the same audience I will at first, but
He speaks true there, Gully pipes in. But you will be welcome to come to the visitors portion of the Sears Tower. There are plenty of things to see and do.
honestly, you're probably better off just having your meals.
Is the God Tower open 24/7?
To most.
Yeah, I'll head there.
Okay. Now, as big as this place is, just like an hour away, walk-wise, or ride on your horse. Just
Yeah, I got nothing
heads
else
up.
going on. You know, fuck it. I'll take out the flying mount.
Hmm.
Actually, if you just wait 20 minutes, you can get a golem carriage. If never mind. Just have fun.
You have to pay for those.
What, they have the price?
Yeah, well, most people here are flush with money. Spending money is more fun than it is anything else. So, Amon, you're going to go to the religious tower of the light.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn about my
Dorian
God
and
shit.
Dr. Pox are for sure going to the Sears Peak.
Wide roast. I'm going-
Going
How far from the inn is the Sears Peak?
20 minutes. 20-minute walk.
I'll stick with them. Yeah, I'll
want
stick
to
with them too. I
Okay.
feel like we shouldn't be too far apart.
And Sonder?
Well, now I'm conflicted because I don't feel like Amon should go off on his own. I'll go with him.
And that was her last mistake.
Yeah,
That's
we're
how they
fighting a
end
war.
Wanted posters.
We're
You are
fighting
taking
a war
your,
for the
your
gods.
horses.
So
Yeah.
Okay. So Amon and Sonder, the two highly religious types of the party, decide to go to the light. While the rest of you make your way towards the Sears Peak.
We tell the end we'll be having the late supper when we return.
Mm. It'll be reheated to perfection if you have the gold.
Thought it was a gazpacho. Why would they heat a gazpacho? They're gonna ruin it.
Then he said vichyssoise, and I was like, it's got to be a vichyssoise. So it's a sampler platter of frog soups.
old frog soups.
It's a flight of soups.
Soups, yeah.
Oh no.
One
Flight of
slurp
soups.
per bowl.
Mm.
Actually, now that I think about it, that would sell a lot in some trendy places.
But a soup flight?
A soup flight, yeah.
One of my favorite things, the place that closed not too terribly long ago, was the bread flight.
Oh,
So good.
One of
three
my
different
favorite
types.
bar.
3 different types of homemade bread and 3 different types of homemade butter to dip them in.
oh,
It was
that sounds
awesome.
nice.
Was that Sparrow?
That does sound
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. They have a fantastic Scotch egg.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I hear so
Um,
much about. I've never been though. But
One of my
dang.
favorite bars has a pickle flight. 4 different
You're a
types
garbage
of
person.
pickles, and one of which is a Kool-Aid pickle, and it is amazingly delicious.
I hear about the Kool-Aid pickles too. Mm-mm.
Nope. They're ruining perfectly good
Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid.
pickle because I mean Kool-Aid is like 50 different flavors.
So you take
The
red Kool-Aid.
Hawaiian punch, or not Hawaiian.
If the
Just
pickle,
the fruit punch, red Kool-Aid.
if the pickle is a Sharkleberry Finn, I'm not eating it.
I just picture the Kool-Aid man instead of going, oh yeah, he's going, oh man. What did you do to this pickle? Oh man.
No, people, it's like the people who put mustard
more
in
of
pickle.
Pickle the Kool-Aid
what is that
man
thing
with
that they
his,
do?
with
It's
his
weird.
pitcher full of pickles in his red
Can we end the
Kool-Aid.
show? Can we end the show? We split
Is
the
it
party.
time?
We ended it.
Someone's
It's
gonna
over.
die.
No,
But you know what? Me and Sonder can't die because we're the last two original party members. So I'd be dumb, Toker. Don't do that.
Dorian Honeybrier's an original.
No, he wasn't there
party
since
member.
day one.
he hasn't had 100 episodes yet.
Nope.
Nope. I'm
He's
still on.
got,
I
We'll
got two more.
celebrate
more.
your 100th in 2 more episodes.
Can I want to go with the 2 originals. They know how to survive, apparently. The rest of this party.
Y'all are going to some creepy ass faith thing.
What
And
are
me
you
and
talking about?
Mahogany are going to see some gods or spy shit. Y'all are doing some sleazy shit.
Sleazy shit. We're doing espionage. That is a respected career.
Information gathering.
The Sears Peak.
Espionage.
I would say espionage is just as respectable as religion.
It's basically the same thing. The Sears Peak. Indeed, as you get there, the doors are opened as you walk up, as if by divination, as if they knew you were coming.
It's a sensor door. Don't act surprised.
It's a grocery store. You guys don't realize you time traveled, and it's you're walking into a shitty Food Lion. Oh wow, this is a magical place. You guys have this fried chicken here every day? You're like, yeah, and they're like, no, but it's literally the same fried chicken. It's been there 3 weeks.
A blast of air hits you in the face as you walk through.
Yeah, that keeps the bugs out.
Yep.
A wind spell.
But you're let in, and as you get in, Gully takes Dorian by the hand and goes, "You can all meander here." And
I know the way.
watch."
Thank you.
He scampers ahead, pulling your hand,
That's quite
leaving the rest to stay here in the lobby. So as you walk in, it's a giant spiral staircase that is going up, but along the walls, there's lots of artwork with historical facts. There's little cubby hole rooms with books that they have on display that you can pick up and read at your leisure. There's jars with what are they? The like one single deck of mini thing card floating in a twirl.
bell jars.
Yeah. But that's where you guys can kind of look around and hang out while Dorian is led ever upwards.
Take me higher.
Wow. Busting out the grease.
Dorian reaches the floor where Blind Man see, and
Fourth
They with
floor.
arms wide open.
the arms wide open floor is at the light. That's where y'all are going. The towers are Creed. Oh, thanks for picking up on that, Mahogany. Take your 50th Benny. All these towers are based on Creed songs.
Oh,
Really?
True.
No.
No.
Not even kind of.
we'll burn this fucking city to the ground.
The Dark Lady's
Yeah,
been here already. She's corrupted everybody. Creed everywhere. The Sky Stapp Towers.
Just everywhere.
Dorian, your perception is high enough on its own where you know, and because you've been here before, that there are many eyes on you at this point. You know for a fact there are many eyes on your friends down below, that nothing you do here, nothing you say here, will be just between you and whoever you're talking to. This is a place of nothing but eyes and ears. But you aren't stopped as you make your way to the top. Each time the spiral hits a new floor, you know that you're continuing on your way up to the top. There's a strange sense of light and magical energies that keep you from getting tired as you ascend the staircase. You know, any normal staircase of this size, you'd be exhausted at this point. But there's something in the air that helps you ascend at a normal speed.
It's a mistoprednisone.
Thank you, Tim Curry. The top floor opens up. There's no door. The spiral staircase comes right into a large room, and it's dark, nearly too dark to see, but you can make out an ebony desk, and behind it, in the chair, is the one who hired you so long ago, Lady Shadow, Theus.
I bow low and respectfully, my lady.
She turns from the chair, stands, returns a courtesy bow, and goes, "You've been busy, many named."
Well, I've had a lot on my plate.
I'm mostly curious about three things. Three things that I was unable to see. Once you vanished into the mountain range in Yarnum. What transpired there? And you know that she's talking about your trip to the Glade.
Right. That is part of a much larger tale, but if I will tell you the portion. I will tell you the short portion of it that involves that now, if you like, or I can just I can hear your three questions and probably interweave the answers all the way through.
It was twice you were lost to my sight. In the Glade, and then in a large explosion in the sea. You were gone for a while there. Actually, you weren't. That's because y'all time traveled back. Yeah. You vanished briefly there. And another, a creature you keep encountering. This dark lady. Tell me all that you know.
May I sit? This might take a moment.
Gully, food, liquids. Make sure that his companions below are courteous.
Cut to Vladrost standing in front of Dr. Pox. Does that look normal to you? It feels swollen and it hurts quite a bit in the mornings.
So it hurts when I do this?
Don't poke my penis.
It would have hurt, but after last night, I can't feel anything on that side.
Yeah. Why is one so much larger than the other?
That's normal.
To Sonder and Amon. You get close to this to the tower of light, the light tower, and you can't help but see some faint resemblances between it and the lighthouse of Yarnum. It might just be because it's starting to get dark and this thing is putting out a blue gold light, and you can see it in the dark. It doesn't have a spotlight swirling around the top like the lighthouse does, but there's something oddly familiar, something intertwined between the two. You just get that sense as you get close. As you get close to this one, the doors are already open. There are a few people on their way out from this area, and a few people heading in as you dismount and make your way in as well. You can see as soon as you walk through the threshold that there's a staircase that ascends to the left, and there's a staircase that descends to the right. But inside is a large, unadorned, strange stone kind of chapel with stone chairs that all go around in a circle. And in the center is a suspended humanoid creature. You believe it's the God Rock that they talked about it. He's very if Frakes has the thing done with Jeff hovering, it's doing that in the middle. The what was the Tool album cover? It's just a guy sitting cross-legged with his hands out and his eyes closed as he slowly spins 360.
That's friggin' sweet. Yeah, I'll approach it. The thing, whatever the thing is, God Rock, and ask the directions to my god, Selkit.
The rock slowly slows as you approach, and you can see there are a few people sitting around watching. Some people drawing or taking notes. One person seems to be playing a little bit of music in the back corner. That it's subtle enough to not really give you an emotion either way. It's kind of a strange, just background hum of notes. The God Rock's eyes open as he looks down towards you, and he says, "You'll ascend 8 floors." But his eyes close, and he slowly begins to spin again.
Well, before he gets too far around, I'll ask him about Sarenrae. Which way?
And as you approach, his spinning stops, and he looks down at you. "Ah, Sarenrae. You'll ascend 15 floors.
Take me higher.
Go to the place where blind men see. Knock thrice upon the Stapp door."
Step door.
So we'll visit mine and visit yours. It's on the way.
Yep.
Jen?
Staying together, though, right?
Yeah.
Splitting up. Not further splitting the party.
As you approach the first stop, which would be Selkat, there's a floor that opens, and instead of doors, there's these like kind of portals. They're green shimmering, or they'll be blue shimmering, just off colors as you go down, and then you can see etched in a script you haven't seen since you lived home in Sands, but Selkat's domain. You have to step through the portal to go further.
Yeah. What's the script say? Just Selkat's
Just Selkat is her name.
All right, yeah. Step on in.
You step through, it's a drastic change in climate. You are home again. But you can tell that this is an extra dimensional space. The sands are before you. There are a few sandstone shaped chairs you can sit at, but there's a little idol temple to your god that's out there. It seems like mostly a praying room, designed specifically for her people. But it seems like it's designed, it was crafted inside an extra dimensional space.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, go do all that praying stuff. I was hoping more for like some information, but this will work too.
As you sit and pray, because of the situation, because of where you're at, you feel very close to your goddess. And while you don't see her, you do feel her presence.
Word. I was going to ask, what's next? What should I be doing?
You're in a dangerous place, my child.
Like right now?
The city itself, full of dangers. You can feel her stinger drag across your flesh.
Who am I looking out for?
Everywhere. But most wise warriors know to look up, but the wiser ones will know to look down. And you feel her presence kind of drift away.
Well, out the portal I go. All right, we're in danger. Let's go see yours.
Oakley doodly doodly.
We're in danger.
Skip up the next 7 flights of stairs.
Kind of similar to what I described for Dorian, is these stairs should be exhaustive, but you feel just as rested as you did as when you walked into the tower. No more, no less. But again, you get to this floor, and it's another line, different gods, and you see yours in a religious script that you're familiar with.
Hey. I stepped into the portal.
A field of flowers is before you.
Ooh.
A beautiful, bright sun on a cloudless sky with a nice breeze. A comfortable sun hits your face. And even though it should be glaring, you can still see perfectly. You see the small temple set to Serenray, that's the dawn flower, yes, before you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go into the temple, and
Well, I'm sorry, not a
meditate.
temple, but like totems set up, so you can just pray there in the field.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, yeah, I will go make myself comfortable in front of the totem, and just listen and commune.
Amon, do you stay outside for this? Do you let her go in alone?
Did you come in with mine?
I mind my
That's a-
business.
Yeah, it's a personal thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll stand watch.
Well, then it'll just be like when Kevin's character saw this happen. Nobody will talk about it. The flames. Call back to season 1, bitches. The flames wrap around you again, and where you were in this extra dimensional space, you now feel you're on another plane, and you keep your eyes closed, but you can feel Serenray and both of her hands alight your shoulders, and she's standing right in front of you. Her breath you can feel on your forehead. I know you've been warned, but the dangers are so close.
How close?
It'll come from below. You'll need your friends. You'll need more friends than you have now. The other god, the Ratatama, he's getting close to severing our tie. And then she fades away as well.
Oh shit. Yeah. So I wanted to know if she meant close as in physically or close as in like soon. But
You can't get no straight answers from gods.
I know. So I guess let's head on out, and I will discuss with Amun as we make our way back down. Let him know,
You in danger too?
Yes, we are all in danger. Our entire group, all of our friends, and apparently friends that we have yet to make, are in danger.
Do we have the actual name for the Dark Lady? She had a name.
It's the Lamansa is the name of both the Glade and the Dark Lady.
All right. Well, when we head back to the God Rock, I want to ask, where's Lamansa's? She has one.
You begin to make your way back down the steps. Let's go back to Dorian. At this point, it took them about an hour to get to there, and you've had about an hour and maybe a half before what just happened to them happened, that you're finishing up your tale and all the questions she has. Are you withholding anything from the Lady Shadow Theus? You do get a sense that what happened on the Fey realm, if there was anything there you wanted to keep secret, you probably could, because she wouldn't have had eyes on you on that plane. Possibly, it would still be a risk.
I keep my connection to the Fey Lord that I was involved with.
Carachnicus?
Yeah, fairly nebulous, and definitely don't mention that I can in fact reconnect there if I so choose.
Okay.
I also let's see. That's us. I'm assuming that this seer person was probably able to suss out that I've been a double/triple agent for the whole time.
Yeah, well, you got that sense as soon as she called you the many-named child when you came in.
Yeah. Okay, then I won't worry about lampshading any of that. And I'll be honest with her. I've come to a realization that perhaps the journey I'm on here might supersede any personal vengeances or political commitments. Do you follow?
I do follow. We need friends here. This Dark Lady, she's invaded some of our courts.
I was afraid of that.
You're familiar with the God Rock, yes?
I haven't visited it more than an initial tourist's sort of thing, but yes.
He's in charge of the light and the dark due to its true neutral standard, but we've noticed emotion.
A sort of a mourning thing that occasionally snaps into rage.
Nothing so grand, but for a creature beyond age, made of stuff not of this world, to see any fractures is worrisome.
True.
The dark pulsates through the light the dark pulsated through the light not many days ago. It is a bad omen.
Yes. Were I only more schooled in these matters, I would probably offer you some advice, but I am not. I do have a pretty competent magical advisor with the group.
It's not your competent advisor I need. It is people of Yharnam for some reason. There's a ritual there that was so old that only people from there seem immune. Fates are changing. Strings are being pulled. And the God Rock is cracking. Sonder and Amun, you're making your way down. And there's a heat, an uncomfortable heat, coming from below as you get to like the third floor on your way down. Give me perceptions.
Hey, that's pretty fucking good. 27.
Okay.
I got a natural 20 for 31.
Perfect. Screams.
Good one.
Terror.
28.
And an ever so slight acknowledgement of the language. Do you speak demonic or infernal?
Just a moment.
Nope.
Or abyssal? No. Okay. They're definitely not human languages. They're guttural, chanting, rhythmic, and terrifying. And at that point, you realize you're very happy that you hit level 11 because you might be in some serious trouble away from the rest of your party as we get into this next week.
Oh shit.
You really buried that level up.
Level
snuck it in at the end.
up.
It is level 11 for y'all now, right?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I think I get 2 feet now.
Yes, it is.
Everybody's got 2 feet, unless they were in a terrible accident. Or a dog.
Well,
So I'm taking the language
Dr.
of Bissell.
Pox, I don't know how you categorize it. You could have 4 feet, or
4 feet.
Hmm.
don't know how you look at it. Heck yeah.
I get level 11. Let's see.
Level 11. Level
We can talk about your levels next week.
I'm doing it
No.
now. So at level 11,
No,
That's a
shut up.
workplace.
Shut up, nude.
I get plus
Nude. All right,
Dude.
shut up, nude. There was a shirtless person that came into your room there for a moment. Should we know who that is? Do I need to blur them
That's
out?
fine.
Are they
Yeah,
hiding
that'd
from the
probably be the
government?
best. No, but it's polite.
Polite for what? Did they knock
Yeah.
first?
And they live here.
Oh. Did they hear all the sounds of our nerdy lovemaking jokes?
All
and had to
slapping
come in?
sex noises.
I'll only get 1 feet this level.
No, you're just gonna ignore what we're talking about. I gotcha.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I'll only get 1 feet. I was hoping for 2. But do I
Tune
get
in
any
next week.
spells?
Tune in next week as we talk about noob's feet.
I get level 4 spells. No, I already have level 4 spells. I guess
www.homebrewitis.com.
Yeah, we'll talk about this next week. Jesus, shut up.
Still going.
And mute. Thanks for joining us, everybody. See you next week.
You.
Good night, everybody.